Hernandez, I'm going to ask you some questions about the lyrics of Gummo. Beginning with the first line, there's a reference to a word, blicky. What is a blicky?
Blicky is another word for a gun.
And in the second line, there's the phrase in the middle, drum, it holds 50. What is that in reference to?
Drum is an attachment that you add to a gun. Carries extra clips, bullets.
Turning to the second stanza, the second line of the second stanza, there's a line there, in the hood with them Billy N-word and them Hoover N-word. What is that in reference to?
Just me stating who I'm around.
And what is it with Billy?
Billy is not Trey.
And Hoover?
Hoover is his own set. Like their own thing.
Now, the last line, no KB, you a loser, N-word, up that Uzi, N-word. What is that in reference to? First of all, what is KB?
KB was like a bodyguard for another rapper named Trippy Red. So I stated no KB, like if you didn't have KB, you would lose an N-word. Up that Uzi N-word. Uzi is another rapper that was related, that people compared to Trippy Red. So I said if you don't have KB watching over you, you will lose somebody, and I'll up the Uzi. I don't know, thought it was cool at the time.
Well, Mr. Hernandez, what is Gummo about? Generally speaking.
It was actually a diss song. A diss song is like something, I would say it's a song towards like somebody who I didn't get along with. It's the best way I can describe it.
And who was the diss song aimed at?
Trippy Red.
Why?
Me and him were signed to the same label around 2017 when I signed my first deal. Me and Trippy Red were signed to the same label. He signed first. I then signed right after. There was a lot of jealousy involved, a lot of arguments back and forth on social media. So I made this song in the midst of the situation.
Did you have an understanding as to whether or not Trippy Red was affiliated with a gang?
Yes.
And what gang was that?
I think he was, he was part of like 5'9" Brim.
And what's 5'9" Brim?
It's another blood set.
Is that a rival set to 9 Trey?
I mean, it became another rival at the time.
So, and Ms. Harney, we can take down 607T. So, Mr. Hernandez, after you had filmed Gummo, did there come a point in time when Gummo was released on the internet?
Yes.
What happened after Gummo was released on the internet?
I think we released Gummo in about October, around October. Gummo became just an instant sensation. It was a sensation. It went viral. Viral meaning people shared it. People, came to like the video, Gummo. They liked the song. So it was instant success, I would say.
So after the release of Gummo, did you have any other conversations with either Seiko or Shani about doing another video?
Yeah.
About filming another video?
Yeah, so when I released Gummo, I was in Los Angeles. I wasn't authorized to release the video with the label. So I just put it out anyway. I just threw it up on YouTube and just said, whatever happens, happens. When I uploaded the video and it was such, like, a lot of people were showing attention to it, Shadi actually called Seiko and said, quote, this little nigga knows what he's doing. I thought all that rainbow hair shit was, you know, he was bugging for that, but he know what he's doing. Tell him to stay in touch.
So what happened?
I stayed in touch.
Made another video?
Yeah, about a month after, we filmed Kuda.
And so how did the filming of Kuda come about? And I'm sorry, could you spell Kuda for the court reporter?
Kuda, Kooda.
How did Kuda come about?
Well, after we shot Gummo, I knew I had a formula. I knew the formula was to repeat it. You know what I'm saying?
To repeat what?
To repeat the gang. What's the word for it? The gang. Image, I would say, like promote it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That's what people like. So it was like. It was just a formula, a blueprint that I found that worked. So I told Shadi I want to film. At this time, after Gummo came out, not to skip over a lot of stuff, we became really close. So I would hang out in 370 Madison a lot, hang out with him, and I asked him to if it was a good idea to film Kuda, and we started filming on Kuda.
And approximately when, in relation to when Gummo was released, approximately when did you film?
I would say late October, early November.
How did you come up with the name Kuda?
Kuda is actually another rapper. Before I changed my style of rap, I was into this kid named Kuda. I always thought he was a talented kid. I actually liked him a lot, so I named my song after him.
Now, Ms. Varney, if we could please show the witness what's been marked for identification as Government Exhibit 23. Mr. Hernandez, what is Government Exhibit 23?
It's Kuda.
Picture of Kuda?
Yes, sir. Kuda P.
Fairly and accurately depict what he looks like?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the government offers Government Exhibits 23 and 23A.
No objection.
Proceed.
May we publish Government Exhibit 23?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Varney. Now, Mr. Hernandez, where was Kuda filmed?
Kuda was filmed in Brooklyn, in the intersection of Fulton Avenue and Utica, I believe. Yeah, in like Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Is there a housing development that's around Utica and Fulton?
Yeah, Smurf Village.
Does Smurf Village have any relationship to Nine Trey?
It is non-Trey members who live there.
Now, Mr. Hernandez, if you could turn, there's a CD in front of you marked Government Exhibit 609. Ms. Varney, if we could just open up the opening frame. Prior to testifying, did you review the contents of Government Exhibit 609?
Yes, sir.
What is on 609?
Video of Kuda,
Is it all of Kuda or a portion of Kuda?
a portion.
And also, if you could please, do you see 609T in front of you?
Yes.
And what is 609T?
It's the beginning of Kuda.
The lyrics?
Lyrics, yeah.
Your Honor, the government offers Government Exhibit 609T.
Proceed.
No objection.
No objection? No. Proceed.
And if I haven't, government offers 609.
I think that had not been offered yet. Any objection?
No objection.
Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Ms. Varney, if we could please publish and play Government Exhibit 609.
Should the ladies and gentlemen of the jury turn to 609T at this point?
Not at this point. I think we'll watch the video and then we'll turn to the lyrics.
Very good.
Thank you, Ms. Varney. Ms. Varney, if we could turn the volume down And as we did with Gummo, we'll just go to certain clips in the video. And if we could go to about 20 seconds into the video. Did you see 6019 in front of you?
Yes.
And what is 6019?
It's the beginning of Kuda.
The lyrics?
Lyrics, yeah.
Your Honor, the government offers Government Exhibit 6019.
Receive.
No objection.
No objection?
No
Receive.
And if I have, the government offers 609.
I think that had not been offered yet. Any objection?
No objection.
Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Ms. Harney, if we could please publish and play Government Exhibit 609.
Should the ladies and gentlemen of the jury turn to 609T at this point?
Not at this point. I think we'll watch the video and then we'll turn to the lyrics.
Very good.
It's not the Jonas Brothers.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. Ms. Harney, if we could turn the volume down. And as we did with Gummo, we'll just go to certain clips in the video. And if we could go to about 20 seconds into the video. If we could go just a little before, Ms. Harney, I'm sorry. We're going to start at 19 seconds. Play it. Stop. Mr. Hernandez, in the middle of the screen, who's depicted there?
Seiko Billy.
And behind Seiko Billy, and I'm sorry, are you on the right side of the screen here? Are you depicted on the right side of the screen? Is that your arm?
That's my hair, yeah, my arm.
And behind you, who's behind you? Behind your arm. And Miss Money, maybe we can play.
Yes. Billy Otto.
Billy Otto?
Yeah.
Now, Ms. Harney, if we go to 30 seconds in the video. Who's depicted here, Mr. Hernandez?
The guy in the red jacket, blue and white. It's Midnight.
And who's Midnight?
Midnight, from my understanding, when I was first introduced to Entree, was he was the one who held the big homie status in Smurf Village, in the housing project right across the street from Kuda.
Was he a 9-Trey member?
Yes, sir.
And by big homie, does that mean he had high-ranking status?
From my understanding, yes.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. We can take down 609. And if we could pull up, please, 609T. And zoom in on the lyrics. And Your Honor, at this point, the jury...
Yeah.
The jury
Ladies and gentlemen,
609T.
please turn now to 609T in your binders.
Mr. Hernandez, the first line, N-word running out they mouth, but they never pop out. What does that refer to?
Well, the whole paragraph, it speaks about, well, the first line actually is about, I wanted to address all the controversy that was going on after Gummo was released. A lot of people really didn't understand it.
Didn't understand what?
They didn't understand how, I guess, a kid with rainbow hair could be affiliated with non-Trey Bloods, and it just didn't mix. So, the first line is N-word running out their mouth, but they never pop out. Just in general speaking, like, people, if you replace N with people running out their mouth, but they never pop out. So that's what I meant by it.
And again, what was the genesis of CUDA? Why did you make CUDA? Was it in response to anything?
Yeah, it was a response to everything. All the backlash from the public, just the Trippy Red stuff going on, everything, other rappers talking,
In the third line, it reads, all my N-word on 50, so you know we hopped out. The phrase on 50, what does that mean?
On 50 is to be on point, like to be aware.
Is that a term associated with 9 Trey? Or Bloods in general?
Bloods in general. I mean, I just think gang in
Leading. One moment. Sustain.
Mr. Hernandez, the term on 50, how do you know about that term?
Well, I was taught about all, well, not all the terms, but I learned a couple just talking with Seiko, Billy, and on 50,
Did you talk to other people?
Yeah, Shadi.
Okay. And what did they teach you?
But after Kuda,
Oh, I'm sorry. Before Kuda, as you were writing Kuda,
okay, yeah,
with some of the terms in the lyrics,
yeah.
how did you come about drafting those lyrics or coming up with the lyrics?
Well, me and my best friend Andrew, we write together. But I would spend a lot of time with 9 Trey at 370 Madison, always on 50 or 212.
So based on your time with members of 9 Trey, did you learn any of their lingo or words that they used?
Say that one more time.
Based on your time that you spent with members of 9 Trey, did you learn about some of their lingo or the words that they used?
Correct.
Is on 50 one of those terms that you learned?
Yes.
And what does on 50 mean?
To be aware.
On the next line, line 4, it reads, mobbed out, ops out. We're going to show what we about. What are you talking about in that line?
So in this line, I'm saying mobbed out, like mob, referencing like we're in large numbers, like mobbed out, and we're mobbed out. Ops out is like opposition, like the opposition. Our opposition are out, so we're mobbed out. They're ops out. We're gonna show what we about.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. We can take down 609. T.
Mr. Longier, are you done with the examination of this exhibit?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm looking for a natural break point because I understand that the jurors' coffee has arrived. All right, ladies and gentlemen,